Blame Truth here, and man, this game has got me feeling like I am just in the old COD days, and I can just make a video every single day and just talk about the game, and it's fun again. For the past 5 years, the only fun I have had has been pretty much shitting on Call of Duty. That's basically it. I have no fun actually playing the game anymore, so shitting on it is how I get my rocks off, I guess. We're going to be doing a version of that while also praising XDefiant because, again, I don't think the honeymoon phase is going to end with this game. I like it more and more every single day I play it, so I don't know. I'll be playing this for a while. I'll be bringing you guys content on this for a while. Because, let's face it, at the end of the day, I got a lot I want to get off my chest. And a lot of it has to do with Call of Duty still, unfortunately. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. Most people on XDefiant are ex-Call of Duty players or current Call of Duty players that are just sick of the game. They're sick of Call of Duty and what it is bringing to the table. Whether that be Warzone, whether that be multiplayer, but they're just sick of it and they're here for no SBMM classic arcade shooting goodness. But I had to call this out because I cannot stand it and look, man, at the end of the day, I have seen Call of Duty versus Battlefield back in the day, and I've seen this kind of feud before. Bad Company 2 came out around the same time Modern Warfare 2 did. Now, this is going to shock a lot of people. I actually prefer Battlefield Bad Company 2 to Modern Warfare 2 2009 OG. When those two games were hot, I played more Bad Company 2. I liked Bad Company 2. I unfortunately saw the Activision lawsuit against Infinity Ward at the time completely fuck over Modern Warfare 2 and not give us the balance patch we needed. But other than that, I just thought Bad Company 2 was the better game. And we're kind of reliving that now with XDefiant here. Down to the objectives. I had to tell so many people back in the day posting Bad Company 2 videos like, play the motherfucking objective. This is not Call of Duty. Play the objective. Any Battlefield fans in the chat? Say it with me. Everybody say it with me. Play the motherfucking objective, please. And I'm saying that again in XDefiant. Call of Duty fans come over to this game and they just, I don't know, man, they're just toxic. They're toxic. And I say this as an ex-COD fan. Like, this is not Call of Duty. You need to jump on the flag. You need to jump on the point. You need to capture the objective. And you need to stop suggesting the devs bring in this Call of Duty cancer. I don't want to see stupid-ass kill streaks. I don't want to see it. It's just going to cause people to camp. It's not about your individual streak. And I said this on Twitter. KRNG Apollo. Man, this guy just keeps making tweet after tweet, and he keeps getting ratioed by people because he keeps trying to bring over these Call of Duty features into XDefiant. My God! Go play one of the 40 Call of Duty games if you want these Call of Duty features in XDefiant. Just go play Call of Duty. Why do you want the same game and with the same problems brought over to this game? I've seen people, and Nero's covered this too, I've seen people say they want SBMM in XDefiant. I have seen people with SBMM PTSD claiming this game has it. Like, what? Look at this on Twitter. Mark Rubin has to continually tell people, no, SBMM is not in the game except in the welcome playlist, which is for new players. If you're new to the game, that playlist has SBMM, so you don't get completely trashed by someone with a fully kitted out ACR. It's the best way to welcome new players without putting them in the fucking Call of Duty daycare. Okay? And we need to segue into this because this is the main point of the video I want to get across. I see so many people hating on XDefiant, saying I'm getting paid off, saying that I'm glazing the game. I can't like or dislike anything on the internet because either I'm a shill, I'm getting paid off, and or I'm just super negative and a hater. There's literally no pleasing anyone, or everyone I should say, so why bother saying anything but how I feel? Fuck this shit about pretending to like stuff. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna say how I feel. I think this game's great, and I think Call of Duty is dog shit, and it's been awful for the past 5 years. That's just my opinion. Let's segue into this, though. If you do not like X Defiant and you're one of these people just hating on the game and being an emotional whiny baby in my comment section or on Twitter or wherever, I'm going to say this and it's going to really hurt your feelings, but it needs to be said. You suck at the game. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, straight up. Like, it takes me a while to get good at any video game. I'm kind of a slow learner, but I have a high ceiling. So what does that mean? That means that when I first start playing something, I can be absolutely terrible. And this goes for FPS too. Like, when I first played X Defiant, I was not very good. This is a hard game at the end of the day. Lifelong FPS fan here, but most of like being good at anything is just investing the time into it and learning as you go. And now I'm at a point with X Defiant where I feel like I'm pretty good, but I'm nowhere near the best and I have room for improvement. And it's great having that feeling again. For me personally, at least, and a lot of my viewers, if you love the feeling of seeing that progression as you play and feeling that progression of you getting better and like just, I don't know, knowing that you are on the right path and the more time and effort you put in, the better you're going to get, you're going to love X Defiant. For other people, though, Call of Duty has held their hand for the past 5 years, and they have just turned into little whiny bitches. They have turned into just, I don't know, they're begging for that participation trophy all across the board. I took so many screenshots on Twitter today of just people like trying to say X Defiant needs this, X Defiant needs that, when it already has it. But they're not even good enough to notice it, or they haven't played the game enough to even notice it, so they're just spouting random garbage. Like, Call of Duty and its SBMM has almost ruined the entire FPS genre, the entire multiplayer shooter genre in general, because everyone wants these handouts. Everyone wants instant gratification. It does not work that way. But guess what? Real life doesn't work that way. I don't wake up tomorrow with six-pack abs and bulging pecs and biceps. No, it takes months, if not years, of working out in the gym, discipline, learning how to eat right, proper nutrition. It takes a lot of time and effort to get to that point. But in Call of Duty, everyone's walking around like Giga Chad because it doesn't matter. It does not matter if you're good or bad at the game. You're going to have pretty much the same experience. You're going to get put into lobbies where the object of the stupid algorithm is to keep you around a 1 KD, keep you around a 1 win-loss. It is complete and utter cancer. There's no other way to put it. But see, here's the issue. Here's the issue with this game being filled with ex-Call of Duty players or current Call of Duty players is that they still have that selfish, just stupid mindset. And this game is not that. It's more about the team experience. Repeat after me in the comments section. Guys, you play to win the game. It goes back to that objective thing. Play the objective. If you're sitting there going 50-5 in a match or something, let's say, and you lose the match, and the person on the other team is like 17-19, but they played the objective and got top of their scoreboard, that person is a better player than you. I don't care if that's controversial. I said what I said. You can move and shoot all you want. If you lose the game, you lose the game. If you're not trying to play the objective and you lose the game, you fucking suck. In this gameplay, you'll notice, like, I'm playing the objective, man. I don't care if I kill people. I don't care if I die. I got the highest KD on my team, but that doesn't matter. I got 1,000 objective score. I'm more proud about that. I played the objective. I got a ton of assists as well. I could have got more kills if, Lady Luck was on my side. Doesn't matter though. It's all about the W. It's all about the objective. I would rather play the objective. I've played Battlefield, man. I've played other games where the objective is the most important part. And before I get into this next gameplay here, just look at this little Twitter interaction, this little tweet thread I saw, and this is all over the site. This guy says, I just want kills. I never play objective. Not sorry. This guy says, stay on COD then, because that's just one dumbass mentality right there. And this guy says, nope, I'll be on X Defiant Tuesday, fucking everyone's game up. See you then. And I reply with fucking your own team up. That's what you mean by losing to the guy who went 17-20 but played objective. I'm sorry, man, but that guy playing the objective is a better X-Defiant player than you. You might be better aiming and shooting. You might be the better FPS player, but you're not the better X-Defiant player, or at least not the better Occupy or Domination or Escort player. I'm sorry, but the truth hurts, man. You play the objective. In these gameplays I'm showing you, my main goal, and this is what I want to teach, I play solo as well, so playing the objective is very important for me to, you know, get a win. And I do like winning more than I like losing at the end of the day, regardless of my individual performance. And real quick before I continue here, look how easily we got B. Absolutely no one was on B. Like, I don't know. B was such an easy cap, and they're gonna try a little bit to get it back, but for the most part, man, like, we just hold it down. And that's the name of the game. That's what makes the game fun, in my opinion. I'm trying to show you guys that, like, kills don't really matter. I could try to slay, and I do have games where I try to slay. I have a specific strategy to kind of help my team capture the objective, but if they're not capturing the objective and they're falling behind or whatever, then it's my duty to also get on the objective and push hard on it. There's a lot of different ways you can play X-Defiant in a proper way, but skirting around the outside of the map or whatever and like killing people who are focused on the objective while your team loses, I'm sorry, but you are no better than someone going super negative and not playing the objective and losing. If you go 50-5 with no objective score and some guy goes 0-20, but he has some objective score, again, that guy going 0-20, I think is a more valuable player. I get killing people keeps them off of the objective temporarily, but like, man, this is just an infinite respawn mode. Who cares if you die? I will die hopping on the objective if that's what it takes, and that's how I have always viewed a game that isn't Call of Duty especially, or that isn't a kill mode especially. Like, you play to win, man. You play to win. These particular gameplays, and this is going to be something I'm going to do the rest of my time on X-Defiant, which will probably be for years if they keep supporting the game with content and whatnot. I'm seeing a lot of juicy leaks coming, I'll just say. But this is going to be something I'm going to preach till the end of time. Like, I play the game to win the game. I don't play for kills. I could give a fuck, man. I play to win the game. And it's not that serious. We're not playing ranked or whatever, but still, I go for the W. I like going for the W while killing people. When you're on the objective and you're killing like 3 or 4 people, or you're killing people around the objective while your team caps it, there's no better feeling. There's none. But this selfish Call of Duty mindset does not belong in this game, and I'm calling it out, man. I had to do it. The fact of the matter is this. There are so many Call of Duty players that have migrated over to this game, and they're trying to, A, turn this game into some Call of Duty clone with streaks and other garbage like that. I'm surprised no one said they want like Gunsmith and Tac Sprint at this point. Honest to God. There are so many people coming over doing that. There's so many people coming over and playing this like it's TDM. Hey, guess what? TDM will be in the game eventually. Just be patient. And until then, learn how to play a game to win and not just to level up your gun in some skill-based matchmaking daycare, you fucking pussy. How about that? You know? Oh no, my streak's over. I died. Listen, this legit happened. I think I had this recorded as well. I went on like a 20 kill streak. Went on a 20 kill streak while playing the objective, while hopping on flags and shit. Way more impressive than a 20 kill streak running around the side of the map, you know, like not caring if you win or losing the game. Now look, man, I get it. If you're winning handily, right? Like, they're not even trying to do anything with the objective themselves, then go on a killing spree, man. Like, I feel like that's what these guys were trying to do at the start, the enemy team, I mean, and then it bit them in the ass a little bit because they lost B, and they never really recovered. But the games that are the most fun for me, and I'm saying this as someone who likes stomping noobs a lot, some of the most fun games for me are those dead even matches. And that's something that in Call of Duty happens to the point where it's like disgusting and you want to throw up because it's manufactured, you know? In this game, when that happens, you know it's just by chance. You know it's just because both teams want the W. It's the most fun, man. It's absolutely the most fun. I have a match I'm going to upload, I think, on this map as well, Dumbo here, where it's like dead even. I got a lot of gameplays I just want to upload, and it just shows the variety you can experience in a game with no skill-based matchmaking. A game where the game exists and it doesn't care, you know? It doesn't care if you like it, doesn't care if you don't like it, doesn't care if you're good, doesn't care if you're bad. You know what I mean? That is the best thing that has been missing for so long. in closing here, I actually had a lot of people ask me why I did not play the finals, why I have not covered the finals, and they've even asked me, why is the finals seemingly dying? I'm going to tell you right now. I heard it had SBMM. I didn't bother with it. No interest. I posted a few gameplays of it from my boy Sephi, but truth be told, I'm just so sick of it. Every single game I touch now has skill-based matchmaking, and I'm so tired of it. It's not as invasive in other games as it is in Call of Duty. For example, Dead by Daylight, you guys know I got into that game a little bit, but even then, I just got so tired of it. I don't know, man. Between that and the devs not really knowing what they're doing as far as balance goes, just kind of over it. And truth be told, any game that comes out that has skill-based matchmaking or engagement-optimized matchmaking, I really don't have any interest in it. I just don't. It's boring. It is just boring. And it feels fake. It feels inorganic. I do not like it. I would rather play a game like XDefiant and face over and over just demons that absolutely wreck me, because at the end of the day, at the very least, I know it's organic and they're just the better player, and I'm going to learn something that I can take with me into future games. I'm going to get better playing those matches. Like, just as an example, me and my buddy, who's pretty new to this game. I mean, he's kind of, you know, not really the best FPS player. He needs to kind of get some practice in, we'll say, before he can do better at XDefiant specifically. But me and him had a match against some really good players. I mean, I was sweating, dude. At the end of the match, I think I went like 30 and 32, and I had some good objective score. He didn't do so hot, but he also played the objective, and we nearly won against these just demons. Again, because we played to win the game. I kind of wish I would have recorded that. Didn't hit the save command on my NVIDIA Shadow Play, but I love matches like that. I feel like I got better from getting my ass kicked in that game, and it was close. I liked being able to compete there. It was just me and him, so it wasn't a full party or anything. We weren't like trying our ass off, full stacking, but it was fun. It was fun. Anyway, guys, we got the second MP7 gameplay where I show you how important it is just to hop on some flags. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this conversation kind of resonated with you, especially if you're one of the people I called out in this video and you know who you are. Also, I just want to say in closing, god damn, does it feel good to make a commentary talking about the game. What can I talk about in Call of Duty? The new, like, furry Epstein Island Wubble skin or whatever? I don't know, man. I do want to talk about this game's store and this game's UI, maybe in tomorrow's video. Remains to be seen, though. Either way, this has been so much fun, and I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell. I will be back soon with another video. Peace out.
Here's some parting advice.